Well, welcome everyone to our second Facebook Live event for Get to Know Your Neighbor. I'm your host, Cameron Geesaman with Geesaman Homes. Each week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30, we will be doing a Facebook Live interview with local neighbors. Our goal is to essentially bring our community closer by introducing amazing neighbors in Fishers, Indiana. So today I'm interviewing another dear friend, an amazing, talented artist, Miss Sarah Kruer. She is the maker of all things I'm East Joy. I'm wearing one of her shirts and see, backwards again. There's a sign she made for me that says choose joy. What started out as a hobby and creative outlet back in 2012 has since grown into an amazing business. Some of you may have seen some of her pieces in our house or have received a gift from us. What I love about Sarah's work is that the lettering is hand-drawn and has more of a custom feel. Her pieces offer words of encouragement and joy, and I'm really looking forward to learning more about her process. So please give a warm welcome to Sarah Kruer.
Hey, friend.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here. So excited for you.
Aw, thanks. So I'm going to just kind of cut straight into it. I want to kind of get to know you and your brand so that, you know, our neighbors can get to know you. But first off, I'm asking really every guest, you know, what comes to mind when I mention the city of Fishers?
A couple things. I think number one is community. I feel like I grew up in a small town in Southern Indiana. And so when we did move here, I immediately felt like it felt smaller, even though it was really big. And it's actually a lot bigger now than it was when I first moved here. So certainly that. I love all the options that we have. The parks are amazing. I like that the agri park is coming in. And about, you know, the different variety of that that we have just at our fingertips.
Do you take your boys? So for those of you that maybe don't know Sarah, she's got 3 boys like us. Do you take them to the parks? Like, is it something that you as a family like to do?
Yes, we go to Flat Fork Creek Park and do the bikes. I do not venture, but the boys do. We like to hike and Richie Woods. And, you know, when they were little, we would take them all to the splash pads and things like that. So definitely, which, I mean, sometimes it's fun to even discover new ones that I didn't even know existed. So
how long, so give us a little bit of history here. How long have you lived here? When did you move here? And kind of what brought you here?
Okay. So I actually took a job out of college. I ended up coming from IU to Indy, and I lived on the west side of Indy for a while, for the first about 2 years, and worked at the Goddard School in Fishers, which is right downtown. And and then my husband and I got married, and we actually moved to an apartment community here in Fishers in 2003. And then we built our first house in 2004. And actually, funny enough, it was at 126 and Brook School, and it felt so far out and away from everything. You know, we have friends that would come visit and they're like, this is so far out. And it's really not now. We're closer to downtown than a lot of my friends. So
it's nice now that it's kind of filled out as you drive out.
Yeah, it doesn't feel so bad.
No. How many houses have you lived in Fishers?
Just 2. We built one, and then we bought one. We're near 116th and Brook School now, and love it. I like the parks, and I love to walk to local ice cream places and near Geist Lake. It's just it's a great place.
Well, before we go on to kind of what I'm East Joy is and what kind of Sarah Kruer is, I want to kind of reset to a certain extent and kind of let people know I'm Cameron Geesaman with Geesaman Homes. And if you just joined us, I'm interviewing Sarah Kruer. And so what we're going to do is we're actually doing a giveaway at the end. Sarah has been so kind, and I'm kind of excited because I don't know exactly what it is. So I'm kind of excited, but she's been very gracious in offering a giveaway to someone, and we're going to do kind of a question at the end. So you kind of have to stick with us. But what I'm asking you as an audience is to give us a thumbs up in the comments, which I've learned are below. And just, or a high five or a wave or whatever it is, just to let us know you're here so we can kind of acknowledge. I notice Allison and Eric are on and they're giving me a thumbs up, so thank you. But we're going to kind of get back into it with Sarah. So tell us a little bit about Imey's Joy, what it is, what's the brand, so that people can truly understand, really, because it's not a name that like you say it and somebody knows what it is.
Sure. So I started Imey's Joy, 8 years ago. And I started it as just sign making for friends and family. And then it just has progressively grown through the years. But it did start out, like you said before, as a creative outlet. I was a stay-at-home mom and I just needed some sort of, not just creative outlet, but just something to bring in a little income, but yet be flexible and work from home with that. So the heart of it is I'm a big wordy person. And if anyone follows me on social media, they will know that. I don't do things in short words. I like to talk.
Good with words.
Yeah. And I'm big on lyric art and quotes and anything that moves me or, encourages me, motivates me. And that's kind of just the purpose of Imey's Joy is just to put that out there for the world and hopefully inspire someone else or maybe encourage them in whatever they're doing. I feel like there's a lot of negative around us all the time. And I've been blessed to have people in my life, like my grandma Imey, for instance, who I named this after, who was just a real positive influence and just felt like not just honoring her, but also that kind of a person and just to put a little joy in the world. Yeah.
I love it. I think when I first saw it, I think I was kind of like, I don't know what that is. And I had to ask you, Morgan, thank you. I'm sure
Morgan
loves that. We love Sarah as well. I do love that. So you do craft shows and sometimes I've been to many of them. And so what I love is it is very positive. It's very, uplifting and like Stephanie said, encouraging. Like it is. Thank you, Stephanie. It is Imey's original. My tribe. I don't know if you can actually see it, but it says "Love My Tribe." So
first ones, yeah.
It is one of the first ones. Yeah. So okay. So what happened? I know the story a little bit, but what happened to take you from doing wood boards, right? Which I feel like was kind of the start of it, right?
Signs and yes, that time.
Yeah. And then to transition to like shirts and stuff.
Sure.
What was that process?
Well, I had a really good friend and still very good friends with Rivet Apparel, Aaron and Dan, and they offered to print some shirts for a girls' weekend that we went on, and I had done a design, which is the one you're wearing, a version of that, and we printed them, and they just got people asking like, oh, can you print that? So I started making them, and then it just kind of blew up from there. The biggest push that happened with the tees was the Gin Hatmaker event, and that just went crazy from there. You helped with, yes.
It was fun, and we went to her event here locally, and you got to spend some time with her and meet her, and
yeah, that was really cool. It was.
Yeah. So then you went to t-shirts, but then I've even seen recently now you're even doing or when I go to some of your events, you have like boards, not like wood boards, but like
prints.
Yes. Okay. That's a good way.
Yeah.
You have a technical term.
No, you're fine. Yeah, no, I try to hit a bunch of different price points because I know a lot of people don't necessarily have the space or the money to spend on a sign that can be a little more expensive on that end. So I started doing prints and then also smaller signs. And then just recently the vinyl stickers, which a lot of people put them on their MacBooks or on their coffee mugs or whatever. I've just been amazed at where people are, on the backs of their cars. Who knows, right? But that's been, it's just been a different way to put my designs to work a little bit.
I love it. I have many, many pieces and enjoy each one. So for those of you, sorry, being told to reset, I'm Cameron Geesaman with Geesaman Homes, and we are here with, if you're just now joining, I'm seeing quite a few people, so thank you for joining, Rebecca. I'm with Geesaman Homes, a real estate agent. What?
That's my sweet aunt.
Aww. Well, family always, two of mine are family too. I'll take it. And this is Sarah Kruer. See, I should just not use my hands. It's just working. This is Sarah Kruer, a good friend. She actually runs the business I Meet Joy and I Me's Joy. I can't forget the S. And she is a local artist. And we're just kind of talking about some questions. We've talked about a little bit about Fishers, which is a little bit of the focus of our call, of just local residents that are in Fishers that either have businesses or are just residents of Fishers, because we're going to be interviewing teachers and nurses as well. So, but what I love about Sarah's stuff is it's just unique and it's personalized to a certain extent. It feels more personalized, I guess I should say. But we are going to be doing a giveaway at the end, so I have to plug that. I know. Can you show like one little piece to kind of like give them an idea?
One piece of it? Okay.
Yes, just one.
Okay. Well, it's going to be, can I tell them it's a Happy Mail box?
Oh, yes. We can talk about that. So show one piece and then kind of show what this is.
Look, I'm so out of
trying to. Oh, I love that. I love your
part. Yes.
Okay, so tell us about the box.
Okay, so the Happy Mail box came just about a month ago. I was trying to think of ways to encourage people who were stuck at home. And so this was one little way, and I thought it would be fun to, get snail mail, because who gets mail anymore other than Amazon or whatever?
It's exciting.
Right. It is. So I thought I'd put together a couple different options with just like some encouraging prints, or, the 5x7 size prints. Some people will frame them, but some of them will just stick them on their board or their desk. So they're easy to use, that kind of thing. Stickers and T-shirts and that kind of thing. So I started doing that for free, a couple customers each week. And then I had people ask if they could buy them for gifts for others. So then I added those options to the shop, and it has been amazing and encouraging, because I also get to play the middleman and kind of just deliver these happy messages of hope to people, frontline workers, to nurses, to parents that the kids can't see, because obviously we're stuck in that situation right now. Friends across the country, it's just been really cool to see.
Okay, so it started as that, but then now it's transpired, because you kind of talked about it, of like having different, because yes, you were giving it away, but then my question to you was, are you going to sell these so that I can buy some?
Yeah, and I was, I made them really affordable. I had two different options, so like a $15 one and then a $25 one with different pieces in it. So it is pretty affordable to send. But then I really felt my heart tug on trying to do something else. So I didn't know what yet, but I reached out to some maker friends, and we all got together, and we were able to create this Happy Mail box I've still got a handful left on my Etsy shop. And basically they're $40, and they include several different local makers' goods, and people are sending them to frontline workers or to themselves or even to their moms for Mother's Day. But basically what's great is all the proceeds from this one box will go to Flag 2020, which is Frontliners Appreciation Group. And there is a Hamilton County chapter here in our county. And so all the proceeds, so it'll be about almost $800 that after all the boxes are sold to go to that. And what is cool about Flag is it supports local restaurants and then delivers food to frontline workers. So to me, it's just a win-win. You can't lose in that. And, I appreciated the makers either donating their goods or selling to me at cost so that all possible proceeds could go to that. And to me, that's what we should all be doing right now. It's just, and again, that's one of the things I love about Fishers is, again, it's not a super small town. And, I think with
90,000 is not.
The other day when you were talking with Brian about it being City of Fishers, I cannot get that in my vocabulary either.
I keep thinking.
It's not small by any means, but I feel like the community here just leans on each other so well. And that's just one more thing that I love. People jump on that. They're quick to help each other. And, growing up in a small town, I appreciate that more than anything. So for sure.
It's nice. I'm glad that you found a charity that kind of speaks to your heart, and says, okay, what can we do? And, supporting local. And that's honestly, to a certain extent, why Adam and I started this page, that we're sitting around going, okay, like I can do videos on real estate. Who wants to, it really is boring.
No.
But how can we bring something to the masses that is supporting local, but allowing people to get to know? Because there's plenty of people out there that I don't know. I've lived here for almost 30 years now. And there's a lot of people that I don't know, you know what I mean? And so it's like, okay, how can we support local? Like, how do we even, yes, the small and pops, but even the ones, because, our local people are supporting some of these big boxes. So it's like, okay, how can we then support them? Because even like some of your you sell some of your t-shirts at some of the local shops, right?
I used to. I'm not. I'm not. But yeah. But I have a lot of friends who do have shops, and like even Fortville area as well. It's just this community there's just so many. I will shop small and local over a big box or Amazon any day. So, because I feel like when you pour into your community, it's only gonna be better, And so that's why when you told me about this idea, I just think it's amazing because I feel like there's so many people out there that you can be chatting with and letting people know that have no idea that all of this is around us. And, when you're supporting a small business owner and a maker, even like myself, then we pour money into our local economy and it just continues to make it better. So, yeah.
I love it. So for anybody that's joined, because I think we've had some new people, I think they're mostly Melissa. Yes. I'm glad you did find us. The goal here is I'm Cameron Geesaman with Geesaman Homes. And yes, we are a business, but we wanted to kind of connect with our neighbors and bring awareness to our awesome community. Again, I've lived here for almost 30 years and there's so many people I don't know about. And one of my dear friends, Sarah Kruer, who actually, funny enough, when we sell a house, we have her make some signs for our clients and we love it and our clients love it. And a lot of times they then will, search her out or buy some stuff from her. And we just wanted to bring that awareness to local and what is in Fishers and what's around Fishers. And, Sarah, you even mentioned it, just bringing us all together. That's what it's about. And even though, yes, there's almost 100,000 probably is at this point in Fishers, we can still make it feel like a town, even though it's a city.
That's right. Yes.
Kind of throw that out. So if you're just joining, give us a thumbs up or a wave. We're going to be doing a giveaway towards the end. So stay on because you're going to be able to possibly win a Happy Mail, which I love that name, to just bring joy to your life.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's a little surreal that it's like any business. You don't always know what something is going to be, will grow to. And I feel like with when I started my business, I really was open heart, open hands, like just wherever this takes me, I don't know. And I keep getting these really cool opportunities that come up to either collaborate with other people or, just someone mentions a great idea. So anyway, that's definitely helped.
So
Yeah.
what is your favorite part about making art?
I think it's good therapy. Like I mentioned earlier, I love quotes and books and lyrics. Music's really important to me and our family. And anytime I have a minute to just escape and kind of create, I do feel like it's therapy. Going out in nature does the same thing for me as well. So when you're able to just kind of put your thoughts down, whether in creating, painting, or writing, to me, that is just good for your soul. And, I talk to a lot of people who are, will reach out for a custom order and they'll tell me their idea. And in a nice way, I'll say, you could do this. Like, I could do the blank, but you've got great, like, this is a great idea, do it. And they're so ashamed of their handwriting. And I'm like, have you seen mine? It's handwritten. It's not, I don't, it's definitely not perfect. And to me, it doesn't need to be. I think if you feel like creating, and that's on your heart, like, do it, So I think it's just so good therapy wise for just to have that creative outlet or whatever. So that's definitely my favorite part. What's great about the community of makers is that we are all so different. And that to me is amazing because, again, with something, that I do might speak to you, someone else would pass by it and not think much of it. So I think there's enough for everyone. And that's what I really like. I don't feel like I compete with anyone, which is it took me a long time to get there. Like when I first started, I definitely felt like, I'm not as good as this person or this person. This person has 100,000 followers on Instagram. I left that way back in the woods because you can't compare yourself to other people when it comes to art. I feel like it's just, it's who you are and it expresses what you like and what you are. So that's my
why I love Sarah. So if you're just joining, don't you just love these? I don't like that. This is Sarah Kruer on the other side.
Over here.
I know it's hard. And I'm Cameron Geesaman with Geesaman Homes. You probably saw across the thing that we're going to do a giveaway. And so we're going to do a giveaway here in a little bit. But Sarah, do you want to show something else that's in the Happy Mail?
Sure. So I have a print.
I love your prints.
That is a 5x7 print. And I got one more thing in there. So you just tell me if you're ready for
it. We'll get to that. I appreciate you donating because that was really kind and you didn't have to do that, especially with, everybody likes free, but sometimes it's not always. But I'm loving it.
I have a heart that gives a little much more than what my husband would like. I remember the time when I was going through a part of my business where I was pricing things for a show and he was like, Sarah, like, I think you're going to be in the negative after this. Like, you don't price things right. And it's like, I just don't know. That's when I was then. But I'm really bad about just giving things away. So, to me, it's like, if you can do it, then do it. So,
So is there I was going to skip a very important question, which was what are all the places that we can support your business? See, I just need to put it up on this.
Well, I think social media is such a great tool. I feel like anytime you like or share or comment on a post of a small business owner, that gets more traction in your feed. And so that helps any small business. So not just mine, but anyone. Yeah. So I try to do that as much as I can. If I see a friend or a fellow business owner comment, share, That's pretty important. I think continuing to shop local and reach out to those people who, especially right now, who might need an extra boost because other options like markets and fairs and things like that aren't going to be going on as often. So I feel like reaching out to people like that. Oh, did you hear my dog?
I know everybody.
He can't be that quiet that long.
So. I love Hank.
He's something.
He's fun. He's really great, guys. Okay, so on the screen you'll see, so she's on Instagram, and I want to kind of reiterate that whole, how we can support local, because I said this, and I'm probably going to say it in every video that I do, because I think it's very important. A lot of people sometimes will see support local, and if a family is struggling or something, like you feel bad that, like, what can I do? I can't buy a shirt from Sarah, but there are a lot of things that you can do that are free, like what you said, which is share a post. If you give a review, reviews are huge. People want to see the reviews. If you have shopped with Sarah in the past, but maybe you don't have the money to shop right now, then that's fine. Give a review of the shirt or the sign or whatever, like those things go a long way in the end.
Sure.
And I think that's what I feel like we need to stress right now, because at the end of the day, not everybody always has the money to buy the goods, but yet want to support their friends or their family or just local businesses. And that's one way to mention them on Instagram, to mention them on Facebook, to share their posts. Like if Sarah posts that Happy Meal, maybe you can't purchase that Happy Meal, but you want your friends who maybe could or want to maybe even send you a Happy Meal.
Sure.
Gift to get. They can purchase it and then send it. So I think that's one of the things that, again, to support does not always involve spending money. So I want people to understand.
That's a great point. Absolutely.
But if you want to spend, you can shop any of her stuff on her website, which is the imisjoy.com, and then also on her Etsy shop. Which, how often do you try to keep a certain amount of items on the Etsy, or like how do you kind of move things in and out?
Sure. So the Etsy shop is really mostly the stickers and a selection of t-shirts, and then whatever in stock signs I have. The website is just t-shirts and prints right now. So that's basically how I separate it out a little bit. The Happy Mail is on Etsy. Yes.
Okay. And the Happy Mail, you have hopes or, wants to possibly change some of those boxes so it won't be the same box.
Yes. 2 options will be continuously on there that are smaller options. And then like this month, I'm doing the one for Flag 2020. And then next month, I'm going to do a couple different ones, a Mother's Day inspired one, as well as kids inspired one. So, and I'm going to work with a couple makers with that. So I'm excited for that one.
The kids one could be fun.
It will be. I'm excited.
I'm excited about that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited about Mother's Day, but I can't really buy my own. Somebody, on the other hand,
some people can. Yeah.
Who happens to be in studio right now listening. So back to that giveaway.
Yes.
That we've so much talked about.
Yes.
Do you want to show the third or the last thing?
So it's going to come in my Happy Mail box, which I'll show you. Here. It just has, see, I can't do it. It's a little Happy Meal sticker.
Oh, you even have a sticker.
I usually like personalize it on the outside. So it'll have the stickers and the prints. And then I am going to include, whoever wins it can just get the choice of their shirt. But this is the Be Do See Good shirt. And it's one of our best sellers by far. So so whoever your winner is can just choose from the website if they want, and then reach out. I mean, it's up to you. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I really appreciate that. We're going to do that here in a minute, but there is one. Somebody had a question. Oh, see, this is where all the women need to be like, hint, hint, and tag your husbands in the post.
That's right.
For said Happy Mail, because It's gonna be awesome. I love that. I love when people thank you, Morgan. Thanks for sticking with us. I love that.
Yeah.
If anybody is on that hasn't made a comment or been a thumbs up, then when we do the contest, you will have to send in a message. So just be ready. So one of my questions that I am asking pretty much everybody too is, who is a neighbor or a business, or it could be anybody really, like I'm not being specific, but who do you feel like that you love that we could support that maybe we don't know about?
Okay. I had to think about this because I have so many.
Ryan gave us 3, so you can give as many, and we can add them to our queue.
Well, there you go. Okay. Well, okay. So I have a few. One is actually someone who has an item in the Happy Mail box that I'm working on this month.
Okay.
Name's Melissa, and she does Sweet Melissa Honey and Hive, and she and her family are beekeepers here in Fishers.
Where in Fishers?
Oh, right? They're I don't want to give anything away, but you would love her products. I don't know if have you followed her yet?
No, I've never heard of said person, Melissa.
Yes. She's got amazing products. The lotion bar is in our Happy Meal for this month, but she also has many products that are really super popular and just great gifts. And she's just darling. So I would suggest
her on like Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah. Sweet Melissa Honey and Hive. And then, gosh, there's several, but okay. Time and Again Shop in Fortville. Rose, yes, she is someone I met when the Best of What's Around was in Fishers, and she was a fellow maker. So her shop is super cute. She actually does carry some shirts of mine in Fortville.
So you still have shirts at a shop?
I
wasn't wrong.
Just the one shop, yeah. So,
but you set that as a goal, Sarah, that we need to get you into more shops.
I don't need any more on my to-do list. Yeah. Slow it down, Cameron. Slow it down. So, can I mention one more?
Yes.
Okay.
There's really no limit. You can mention whoever you want. We can have an hour worth of Sarah.
No. So my friend Kim Carlson does Roots and Wings Yoga Wellness.
Oh, I don't know that either. Where is that?
So she meets in the Our Fit Club over in Saxony. But I have done yoga with her, and she's also a good friend. And she also has started making essential oil sprays and just really cool stuff. So I don't know. I've just got so many.
What is it? Kim Carlson?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Roots and Wings Yoga Wellness.
And Wings. How long has she been there? Because I don't know where that is.
I don't know. It's maybe a couple years.
Okay.
But
this is where it's like Fishers is so big, but yet so small.
Right.
But,
absolutely.
And I like me some yoga, so.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to, now we're going to have to check her out and add her to our
That's right.
businesses. Well, I appreciate that because, again, it is about bringing awareness to other businesses, not just our own, right? And I think that's what
I'm all about, community over competition. I feel like we just all, supporting each other and doing that. And, again, I'm going to say it again, but the maker community that I'm a part of is so good about that. I guess, when you are in social media, and unfortunately it does mean you're on it a lot as a maker, because that's how you advertise, and that's how you get your products out there. So, but through that, you do meet so many other people who are in the same kind of business that you are in. Yeah. So, building that community has been key for me as well.
Yeah, it's really good. So I have one last question, but I feel like we should maybe do the giveaway first. What do you think?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so to reset, I know I'm not supposed to say that, but you know what? And it is what it is. I'm Cameron Geesaman. It's just cheesy. I'm Cameron Geesaman with Geesaman. And this is Sarah Kruer. I did it right. This is Sarah Kruer with Imy's Joy, and she's been so kind to offer a gift to one of our viewers. It's going to be really simple. It's not hard. It is a simple question that some will know, some won't know. We tried to make it not hard, and everybody can partake. Okay. So the question is
it, do they have to answer right now, or can they answer after we're done?
Oh, no, they have to answer right now.
Okay, got it.
Thanks, Sarah. Way to prep me. Okay, so the rules of the giveaway. I'm going to ask a question, and you have to answer in the comment section. The first person to get the answer correct wins the gift. It's so hard. I know. So hard. So coming up with a question was interesting too. We decided to keep on the theme of Fishers, and again, because we're trying to be community focused. So the question is, are you ready? This is where I feel like I should be like that host of like, are you ready? And just like wait. A really long, awkward amount of time. I love it. And now I know why people do it. Why it's like, I know the answer and you don't. Okay. The question is, in Hamilton Southeastern School District, Fishers, essentially, like Hamilton Southeastern School District, how many elementary schools are there? So now you have to answer. How many elementary schools are there in the Hamilton Southeastern School District?
Here, Google that.
I had to look it up myself, but I've worked here for 30 years. Sarah, did you know the answer?
I did not.
See?
I did not.
They just keep adding them. This is the thing. I have to like, we made a list of like all the different like schools and stuff. So if you just are joining, we're doing a competition. I love it. Jackie Morgan might want to keep guessing. We're doing a giveaway. Sarah's going to be giving away one of her Happy Mail boxes. Oh, Rebecca! I love it. Nice job, Rebecca. See, I just love family. It's just some of the best. Morgan, that was a good guess of mine. Honestly, Morgan, that was my first guess.
Did you see Allison's answer?
Oh my gosh.
That's
okay. So Allison Callahan is actually Adam's little sister. She left Fishers when she was in fourth grade. She was like 8 or no, she was 10. She was like 10 years old, right, Allie? Were you 10? When she left, which I think we were in 98 when she left, right? 98, 99. When she left, there were 4 schools. So when we graduated, there were 4 schools.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. And now there's 12. That's 3 times. And every single one is still full, and they keep needing to add more. And it's fun. Well, I thank you for participating, and I love all of the comments and messages because it makes me happy. And I'm so glad that your aunt.
I think she'll have to gift it to someone else as a Happy Meal.
Yes. See, but now that's even better because she got it to gift it, and that's the purpose of the Happy Meal.
Absolutely. It's okay to buy yourself a Happy Meal too, though, by the way.
What?
So I said it's totally okay to gift yourself Happy Meal as well.
There you go, Allie.
Yeah.
There's no more winking at James. I can't wink. It's awful. Yeah. Okay, so I digress. I have one last question.
Okay.
And I did not prep you with this.
Oh, great.
I didn't give you a heads up. What is your favorite part of your home and why?
Oh, goodness. My favorite part of my home. Well, as you can tell, I love me some shiplap. I
I think I know. So
hmm,
channel me
screen and porch
with
with what?
who's with you?
Mm.
No, I'm just kidding. She's like,
Like, who should I be saying?
I think.
With Hank. Yes, with my dog. I might put too many pictures up on social media. Perhaps.
It usually is coffee. Yeah. And
Yes, I think
the-
screen and porch would most definitely be, especially now, starting to get warm.
that doesn't really have to be your favorite spot.
It really is though, right now. Now in the winter, I would say my bedroom corner right here. So
Somebody said Hank. See, Rebecca's on it. She knows. It's we have a screened in porch and we love it too. It's one of the questions, and the reason I ask it is because I ask
right, Rachel.
so many puppy, but Hank is so cute. And the post that you did the other day, you guys have to follow Sarah because, well, one, she always puts up inspirational things and I love, which I always share, but
that's it. It's the fun.
Right. One of the things that you showed was Hank. You were like, this is how I feel right now. And Hank was like furiously trying to get in his little bed.
Yes, he was so crazy. Yeah. He's easy to photograph because he's just really lazy and sleeps all the time. So
do you take him on walks?
Yeah. He's just lazy. He's like that, what was it, yellow dog on Funny Farm? That's what I feel like he is.
I don't know if I ever saw
Funny Farm?
No. Is that are beagles do they tend to be kind of like lazy dogs?
No, they don't. Just
think.
Just think.
There's that. Well, Sarah, I so appreciate you. Thank you, Allie. Getting the call from Crazy Cameron and saying, I have this idea, and you just jumping right on board and saying, yes, absolutely. And I love that I can support you and bring at least everybody I know to you to know who you are. So for those of you that are still tuned in and or maybe watch this later, you can find Imie's Joy on Etsy, on her website. They're all Imie's Joy, Instagram, Facebook. She has different things. You can find us on Facebook at Geesaman Homes, on Instagram as Cameron and Adam, and then I'm also Cameron the Realtor. And we're just going to keep doing this. So if, Sarah mentioned 3 people that I'd love to connect with, because maybe we can showcase them as well, and then continue this show of just bringing more people to more people and just connecting us as a community. So
I love what you're doing, and
you.
Go you. It's been super fun to do this with you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Sarah. If you ever need anything from us, let us know, and we will catch you later. Thank you, everybody, for participating. And if you have any questions, still ask below. We're going to repost this. We're also going to still be answering questions. If you have questions for Sarah, if you go to her website or you can't find where you can message her, feel free to message on this video, and we'll bring it to her attention of like, hey, she also reposted this. So if you have questions, she'll probably see it, and we'll just keep the goodness flowing. Thank you, guys. Have a great night.
Thanks, friend.
Bye.